Right? Can we give a round of applause to them? And not forgetting our up of the line executive diamond, founders executive diamond, Gladstone and Violet. Right. Thank you so much. Right. I hope there's newcomers in today meetings. Is it yes? If yes, kindly type in the chat box your name with the OPP. For newcomers, for first time in our meeting tonight, you can chat in the chat box there. Your name with the OPP. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the fantastic business marketing plan here. We show you why we are so crazy about this business and why we all gathered tonight here. Right. So for those coming for the first time here, on behalf of the GV Nation, we will welcome you here, and we will direct you to another room to see your future, how this business can make you. All right. And this person will take you there is Mr. Murugaya, Founders Platinum, Mr. Murugaya. Okay, done? Right, moving on. Okay, you know today we're having the pandemic situation whereby we're talking about a lot of immunity, right? So of course we all know that immunity is very important nowadays, and if we're talking about the immunity, people out there are searching for the products that can boost up their immunity, right? So moving on, we have a fantastic leader today with us, Dr. Revati. She's going to share with us the importance of the immune system, and she's going to sharing about neutralized immune system with us. Let's welcome Dr. Revati on virtual stage.
Thank you, Haren. Thank you for the introduction. And hi to everyone. Today I'll be talking about a neutralized immune system. In fact, this is one of my most favorite topics apart from skin health. So I'll be sharing the screen now. Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to see. Yes.
All right. So I'm sure when you have customers or clients, we mostly talk about Neutralite these days, right? Because of the COVID, the pandemic, we want to improve and boost the immune system. But have you actually thought where exactly is the immunity in the body? How is it formed? Which part of the body has immunity? Most people just say, I want to boost my immunity, but where exactly is it being produced? Okay, so I'll be talking about the body's defense mechanisms and functions, and what is overactive and underactive immune systems, as well as neutralized immune boosters that we can recommend and also use for ourselves. So the main two types of immune system that people generally know about is the white blood cells, known as the immunity cells, and also antibodies. So imagine this picture, this is an illustration. This is how white blood cells, they go around in our body to detect any kind of foreign substances or microbes that are harmful to the body. So they circulate into the blood and also the lymphatic system to detect any harmful microorganisms, and they attack. Okay, so this is a cartoon, how it looks like. This is a more realistic picture. They will surround any kind of foreign microbe and they will attack and destroy it. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So all of these, they will pakat and go around the invader. Okay, they will actually engulf it. They engulf, it goes inside and they destroy it within them. So there are different types of white blood cell. I'm not going to go into detail. You don't have to know the names of it. You just need to know that different white blood cells have different functions. So the main first line of defense, that is the army, the first line of army is actually neutrophils. They will respond, they will detect, respond to any kind of bacteria or virus in the body. Eosinophils is the one in charge for allergy. Those who are always waking up to, rhinitis, sneezing always, allergic conjunctivitis, all of this one will be activated in allergy symptoms. This one produces histamine. That's why people take antihistamine to reduce the allergy symptoms. This one, basophil, is for asthma patients. So in those with asthma, they get asthma attack, basophils will take charge. And then there's also lymphocytes. They fight infections, but this one produce antibodies. Okay. And then this one, very important, monocytes is the one that clean up the murder scene. Okay. They clean up all the dead cells. That means when the white blood cells has already done their job, they have all the dead cells there, monocytes will have to clean it up. Okay, so the culprits, there are main 4 categories: bacteria, virus, fungi, parasites. Fungi, that means those like yeast infection, very common in women, yeast infection or vaginal candidiasis. Parasites also very common, hookworm infestations. And of course, bacteria and virus, we all know. So antibodies is like, camera surveillance, the CCTV, no trespassing. So if they detect there's any kind of foreign microbe in the body, the foreign microbe, it has this thing called antigen on the surface. So antibody will recognize any kind of antigen that is foreign, and it will go and attach to it. Okay, so this is how it looks like. So let's say this virus and bacteria has antigen. This Y shape is antibody. It will go and attach itself and form this antigen antibody complex. When that complex is found, there will be destruction of the microbe. Do you see the immune cells from just now? White blood cells and the antibody, they are together. They work together to destroy the microorganism. So of course, there are other systems in the body. I'm not going to go into detail. This also contribute towards immunity, known as the complement system, lymphatic system. Lymphatic, that means they drain the lymph throughout the body. And it also contains white blood cells. It washes all the body tissues and cleans up the body. Okay. Spleen is also very important for those who have to have their spleen removed. Their antibody is lesser. Bone marrow, thymus, all of these produce antibody. So this is more important for all of us to know. The body's other defenses like skin. Skin also has immunity. I will show you a picture later. Our lungs also very important, especially in the pandemic. Lung immunity is very important. Digestive tract. Okay, 95% of our body's immunity is from the digestive tract, our gut. And also miscellaneous, our saliva, tears also have immunity. Later I'll talk about it. So skin immunity, you see, we have the epidermis, outer layer, dermis is inner layer. Both layers contain immunity cells. That's why for those with recurrent acne or eczema, that means their epidermis here is defective, poor skin barrier. They have lesser immunity cells. These Langerhans cells all are immunity. That's why they keep getting acne, because the barrier, the outer barrier is very poor. Or those who get eczema, always get flare-up of eczema, psoriasis. The most important is to repair the barrier outside, okay? And to use probiotics. So immune system in the lungs, this is very important. And it's a very simple thing to explain to your clients, actually, if you want to sell products for respiratory health, okay? You just have to know, there's this thing called cilia, Okay, cilia is this hair-like structure in our respiratory tract. We have in the nose, in the trachea, in the throat, and all that. So this cilia moves upwards, like this. It moves upwards very, very fast, like an elevator. It's known as mucociliary elevator. So cilia together with mucus and cilia mucus will trap the organism, and cilia will push that mucus up, and that's how we cough out our phlegm. That's how it works. Okay. So this is in a healthy individual. There is enough cilia, there's also enough mucus. It has to be proportionate. So I'll just show this example. Our mucociliary elevator in the respiratory tract is like this. A normal elevator will go upwards, right? No problem. Everyone goes upwards. But when there's breakdown of this escalator, that is when you see all this notorious bacteria and virus, that's when they get a chance to come down and go and infect the lungs. Okay. So what causes this elevator to be defective in a person? Number one is smoking will reduce this cilia. In a normal individual, it's like that, but maybe in a smoker, it is 10 times lesser. So you don't have enough cilia to push any microorganism up, but there'll be too much mucus, so there's a disproportionate. And then you see a lot of smokers, also chronic ones, they have a lot of mucus that is very hard to cough out. Okay, so later I'll explain to you what supplements can help with that. So you see, there's 3 levels of defense mechanism just in the lungs. When we breathe in, we get maybe dust or some pollution, or maybe someone's perfume also might irritate us, microorganism, allergens, all of these things. When it goes into the nose first, it will first come across this mucociliary elevator. That is the first line of defense here. Okay, so if let's say this one fails, it will go deeper. So when it goes deeper, it will go to the airway. Do you know that the airway's angulation, you see how it's angulated? Its angulation itself is a defense mechanism, because when it goes there, it stops. It stops there. If it's straight line, it'll go straight into the lungs. So we have been created in a way that it is angulated like that, so that it will lessen the chance of it entering our lungs. Okay. So in the second line of defense is cough reflex. When it reaches the airway, it will activate cough reflex. Many people complain about cough, not realizing cough is protective mechanism. So it prevents that microorganism to go into the lungs. And one thing I've realized in my patients when I see in the clinic, usually sore throat, fever, and flu comes first. Cough will never come first. Cough is usually after a few days, because the first line of defense is here. They will get swelling here, sore throat and all, because inflammation, when there's swelling, your body is containing the microorganism in the throat, so it doesn't go down. But if here also fail, immunity not strong, it goes in the lungs, in the airway here, that is when they cough. So after coughing, if let's say it doesn't improve, that means it has gone deeper. If it goes deeper, it's inside the alveolus, that is the lung, inside the lung tissue, then they will get worse things like pneumonia. So when someone says they had history of pneumonia, that usually it's because the immunity is not strong. It has failed the first line, failed the second line, and it has gone deeper into the lungs. Okay. So digestive tract, our gut immunity. So we always say that, okay, probiotics is important for the gut health because the gut produces immunity. But where exactly is the immunity formed? It is actually in the gut lining. The gut lining has mucus. So this mucus has a lot of good bacteria and also bad bacteria. There has to be a balance of both good bacteria and bad bacteria. If bad bacteria is more, of course, the infection will happen. More bad bacteria will proliferate and thrive. So you see here, this is healthy microbiome here. You see how much the purple one is all the good bacteria. It is so much that the pathogen here has no chance of thriving in the gut. If it cannot penetrate here, it cannot go into the cells and cannot go into the system. So the first line is actually your good bacteria. If it fails, you still have second line. You see this, this blue thing here like that, like H, that is your immunoglobulin antibody, second line. Still it fails, it goes deeper, still you have immunity cells. If despite this one you still get sick, that means your immunity is not strong. Okay, you see depleted microbiome here. There's a lot of bad bacteria, but very little good bacteria. That's how it infect the lungs and go into the system. Okay. So stress, of course, number one cause of inflammation. There's this thing known as gut-brain axis. Whatever we face, maybe mental stress, or even not mental stress, is physical stress, like lack of sleep, poor dietary intake. All of this cause internal stress as well. Okay. So stress causes inflammation, stress hormones that can cause dysbiosis. Dysbiosis is imbalance between good and bad bacteria, and that will cause poor immunity as well. So did you know that even oral cavity has immunity? The main immune system in the oral cavity is our tonsils. The tonsils has lymphoid tissue, and lymphoid tissue has this thing called macrophages, part of the white blood cell, that will engulf any kind of microorganism. So if someone tells I got very frequent tonsillitis, like once a month I'll get, or twice a month, that means they need immune boosters. They definitely need immune boosters. Even in the throat itself, they already fail. Okay. And another immune system is actually saliva. The saliva has a lot of antibacterial properties. That's why in patients which have dry mouth, certain diseases have dry mouth, lack of saliva, they get a lot of dental cavities, gum disease, periodontitis, oral ulcers. So all of this requires oral cavity care blister. Okay, of course, internal health also important, supplements, both internal and external. So saliva has antibacterial properties. Tears also have immune system, our tears. Okay, so when something goes into our eye, irritates, we tear a lot, isn't it? The tearing itself is protecting you because it's helping you to wash out, that is physical immune system, and the chemical enzymes in your tears is actually helping to neutralize the toxin. Okay, what is overactive immune system? Actually, those with allergic disorders, frequent sneezing, rhinitis, sinusitis, eczema, psoriasis, asthma, urticaria, all of this is actually not lack of, not underactive immune system, it's overactive. Whether it's overactive or underactive, you need immune boosters because it is not stabilized. So IBS is inflammatory bowel disease. Those with very frequent diarrhea, loose stools, abdominal pain, or very easily they get urticaria, those known as hives, allergic rashes. Underactive immune system, very poor immunity, of course, poor lifestyle, poor dietary intake. Those who eat, Maggie mee every day, they don't eat healthy food, lack of sleep. Those who undergo stress. In diabetics, generally, actually poorly controlled diabetics mainly, they have less of immune system. And those who are on prolonged steroids and undergoing chemotherapy, and also patients with HIV or AIDS, all of these have immunocompromised system. Okay, so of course we have to know, I'm coming to the last part, that is the supplements. We have to know why Nutrilite, why not other brands, okay? So it's the #1 vitamin and dietary supplement brand in the world that grows, harvests, and processes plants on their own certified organic farms. Free of chemicals, preservatives, colorings, herbicides, pesticides. I'm sure all of us know this. They also have their own birth certificates because many companies will say they're #1. But we have evidence, we have birth certificates. You can just go online on nutrilitetraceability.com and you can check on each supplement, and it's very transparent, the whole process. It is 100% money back guarantee, halal certified, and also what is NSF certified? So NSF is actually National Sanitation Foundation. If a supplement has this certification, it means that it has been, that means their labels is tallying with what you're consuming. That means what is written on the tables is the labels is exactly what you're consuming. A lot of brands, they don't write everything on the label. Okay, they put certain harmful chemicals inside, but they say it's organic. So the first thing you want to ask, is it NSF certified? Because if you go through this, definitely it is quality and safety control. It is guaranteed safe. Okay, and also Nutrilite has undergone more than 500 quality control testing. On an average, brand X only up to 150 to 300 max control quality control testing. So it's very important to start off with a base, a foundation that is something to build the nutritional, to fill up the nutritional gaps in our diet. That is, I would highly recommend XX. Of course, if the person, a client says, is there anything that is cheaper, then definitely daily. But ideally, XX will be best. That is your foundation. Before I go into, Salmon Omega or Bio-C or what, I will always recommend them to start off with a multivitamin. Okay. For me, I also put probiotics as a base because you saw just now when I mentioned gut health is very important for immunity. So definitely this is also an important foundation for me. So XX has 12 multivitamins, 9 multiminerals, 17 phytonutrients. Of course, this is much more superior than daily. Okay, and the phytonutrients contain 5 phytonutrient color groups. All of it you get in one serving. This is to fill in nutritional gaps from what you don't get in your diet. It is best of nature, best of science, and it's also gluten free. So this all you can actually look up in the website. So I'm just going to mention here briefly, vitamin A, all your vitamin B, C, D, E, biotin, folic acid, pantothenic acid. An example for someone who comes for hair loss or even hair thinning, I wouldn't only recommend satinic anti-hair fall. I will at least recommend double X, because many people don't realize that certain things like biotin, selenium, zinc, chromium, all of these things are very important for hair, So if you can suggest them internal, that is double X, plus external, they will get more results. Also, it has phytonutrients. You see, so many in one. Okay. Daily multivitamin, if not double X, then definitely daily. It has 11 vitamins, 7 essential minerals, and also it contains phytonutrients, 75 mg of whole plant concentrates. It also has Nutri-Lock coating. That means it preserves the freshness of the supplements, and it's also gluten-free. So as you can see, it is much lesser than double X, the ingredients. Okay. So it takes guts to be healthy. Okay, your probiotic, we have mixed probiotic with chicory root extract. So remember, also I forgot to mention earlier, another very important host defense is actually our stomach acid. So let's say we eat outside food, and that outside food is not has contaminants. Okay, when we eat, the first line of defense is the acid. So certain microorganisms will be destroyed by the stomach acid. So why I'm saying this is because probiotic is bacteria also, right? But when it goes into the stomach, it arrives alive because it has this technology that it survives the stomach acid. So that is the beauty about it. Okay. So antioxidants, the next line, let's say I always recommend double X. I will also recommend something else extra, that is BioC and or salmon omega, because both of these are very high in antioxidants and also anti-inflammatory. Like I mentioned just now, a lot of problems, immune system problems because of inflammation. So when you can take this, it is added benefits. So our BioC is 500 mg extended release. It gives you the effect throughout the day. Okay, it fights off free radicals. Oh, sorry, this can't be seen here. It contains acerola cherry and also bioflavonoids. So acerola cherry is the selling point here. It has much more absorption compared to a standard vitamin C that you buy from brand X. So I did put here 2 colors of acerola cherry. Have you ever wondered why is it the green one? This is not right. Why do they put the green one, not the red one? That is because the green one has the highest vitamin C content, but lowest sugar content. When it ripes, it has the lowest vitamin C content, but highest sugar content. So they actually harvest it when it's green. So salmon omega, you can see here, our salmon omega contains the salmon as well as anchovies and sardines, okay, from Norway and also Pacific Ocean. It has 330 mg combination of EPA and DHA. Ideally, it should be taken 1 capsule 3 times a day, because if you can get about 1000 mg a day, that is very good. Okay, and it also contains 30 units of D-alpha tocopherol, that is to prevent the fish oil from becoming rancid. So salmon omega helps to enhance your immunity cell function, and it also is anti-inflammatory. So depending on your client's concerns, let's say they say, I want something that is, maybe the client is a smoker or maybe ex-smoker, what? Smokers have lesser vitamin B. Okay, so I will recommend B complex for them. Double X, BioC, salmon omega, and B complex. It has all the vitamin Bs that you need, also folic acid, inositol, and PABA. So all of these things is actually very important for immunity and immune system health, because in smokers, your immunity is much lower than in a normal person. And I mentioned just now, remember your respiratory health, even the cilia is much lesser. So you want to repair all of that. Okay, garlic with licorice, I would highly recommend for those who get frequent cough and cold, because garlic is actually antiviral. It is, I mean, I've tried it myself before. I got very frequent allergic rhinitis last time, And I used to take this together with BioC. Okay, so garlic, of course, people are going to ask you, can I just take the normal garlic? Can I just, put it in my food and eat? Yes, you can. But of course, here you avoid the other effects that you don't want, maybe the smell or sometimes bloating. You might get all of this with garlic. So here you don't get all of those things. Okay, it has antiviral, antibacterial, and also anti-inflammatory properties. It also has some phytonutrient properties, that is the neutralite parsley and watercress. So for those with very frequent cough and cold, or maybe asthma patients, respiratory health person, botanical beverage is highly recommended because this is a triple booster: acerola, licorice, and turmeric. It is very, very specific for the respiratory health. Okay, AIR, anti-inflammatory, immunity, and respiratory health. So for these two, these are the ones that I took when I had allergic rhinitis. For my clients, I've always recommended the three supplements: Clear Gut, Triple Gut Echinacea, as well as BioC. These three, without fail, my clients have all given good feedback. There was one patient, she said she don't know what is the cause of her allergy. She always get allergic swelling on her eyes. She said she's an MV distributor also, okay? And she said, I don't know what is wrong with this. Allergy test all normal. Everything is normal. She has ruled out everything. Finally, I said, Naman, you just try these three. She actually went symptom-free for the past 1 month. Past 1 month of taking this, it really reduces symptoms. So for those, many people out there, even they bought air purifier, so they still get the symptoms. Some of them, are like that. You recommend these three: BioC, Clear Gut, and Triple Gut Echinacea. Okay, so this is the last one. As an ABO, I will always go through these 4 things. Number 1 is always address the client's concerns first. Don't sell products. Address what is their problem, what is their issue, how can I be of service. So once they tell you their concerns, some will say, I have no concerns, I just want to start some vitamins. Then you can give your opinions based on what I've told just now, based on their age maybe, or are they male, female, postmenopausal, different age group or different concerns. Number 2 is empathy without judgment. That means as important as it is for us to tell them what is important for them, it is important for us to know what is their budget, so we can cater according to that. So let's say I can only buy 1 or 2 products at this moment. Then of course I will recommend Double X and maybe BioC. So once they feel comfortable, you give them the space to buy what they can buy first, they will definitely come back. Okay, so after that, after you advise what is important for them, sorry, someone is scribbling. Okay, so the next one is add value. That means your product knowledge and also service. How can you be of service to them? And most important is follow up. If you have gone this far, it's very important to follow up, because they are going to be your long-term customers. With your good service and of course with quality products, they definitely want to keep coming back to you. Okay, thank you. I hope you guys benefited from this session. Oh yeah, sorry. Another slide. So of course, primary care is also important. What I mean by primary care is, apart from supplements, they have to also understand that they have to take care of their lifestyle. Okay, you cannot have a poor lifestyle, you don't eat good food, you don't manage your stress, and then you expect the supplements to work on your behalf. Cannot. So when you advise on supplements, always tell a little bit about their lifestyle. How can they improve their lifestyle? Because this is the extra, like a cherry on top of the cake. Okay, they will remember this. Sometimes when you tell them something that is often overlooked, like, hey, do you drink enough water or not? They will like, oh yeah, I never drink enough water. That small thing itself will cause an impact, a good impact in them. Okay, or do you have enough sleep? Do you have quality sleep? Do you get enough sunlight? All of these are very important. Okay, so that's about it for my presentation. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Dr. Revati, for your wonderful sharing tonight. Right. It's about the immune system. That's what we are talking about. Okay. Even in fact, out there today, people are talking about the immune system only. If you have a good immune system, you can definitely can reduce a lot of health problem from us. All right, right. Moving on, we have next we're going for our training that is from our millionaire success formula. Right. Today topic they're going to cover is the the today topic they're going to cover is the importance of the house meeting. Okay. We're going to have a few leaders here. Let's welcome our leaders, Mr. Loga, Platinum Founders Platinum, Mr. Loga, for his sharing.
Thank you, thank you. Wow, what a wonderful sharing from Revati. Let's give Revati a 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Bola idiot. Let's give Revati a 5, 5, 5, 5. Thank you, Adrian. Hey, good evening. Another Friday. My name is Loga, and I think we got about 45 of us. Sponsoring this business by Villa and Shalani, Emeralds, and Diamonds Ravi Malay, and guiding us in the business, GB Nation is Gladstone and Violet, founders EBC. And to all of you, millionaire, have faith, because we are in the Millionaire Success Formula program, right? Now, before I go, today's title is having a successful home meeting. Okay, one of the most important concepts in the new business is meeting. Okay, and it starts with home meeting before center meeting. Okay, home meeting. That's where I develop my leadership. That's where I develop my presentation skills. That's where I develop my communication skills. Also mastering the plan. Okay, when you say the plan is sales and marketing plan. So before we go there, let's take a quick look back again at this book. Okay, Millionaire Success Formula. The first one is dream. Take a moment now again. How many times did you think of your dream today? People say action, action, action. Dreams are the fuel that fire the desire inside you to move you into action. So this dream first, always remember dream, number one dream. Then once you have a dream, then you go to the goal setting, then go for the decide. Second one is a list building, which our leaders have shared as well together. And then we spend a lot of time, in fact, a few weeks on this invitation part. That's where I just share with you. Principles don't change. Method and technique will always change in an ever-changing world. I repeat, principles don't change. Method and techniques will always change in an ever-changing world. Especially now, we are online. I don't go to Batang Berjuntai or Bahau or Kuala Selangor to do home meetings like before. Everything is online. So the word is change. So I said, principles don't change, but method and technique will always change. Okay, so it's online now. Everything is online. Take a moment now before I continue. What one great dream would you dream if you knew you could not fail? Okay, you don't have to say it, but inside you write it down. Because when you're inviting, you're using the form. Remember the form FORM? What do you do there? Prospecting is gathering information. Gathering information. Because when you're doing a house meeting, which I go, the do's and don'ts of house meeting is in page 35 of this book. So I don't have to run into it. Okay, I'll just give you from my perspective a few inputs. And then prospecting is gathering information. So when you present the plan of the house meeting to the prospect, that's why you must know, so that you tailor-make. They like travel, you talk more about travel. We like financial security, you talk more about financial security. We like family concept, talk more about family concept. That's why the dream first and then the 10 benefits, remember? Uncommon freedom. Me, uncommon freedom. So I quit my job. I want to work for people. So find out people's needs and wants first, so that you tailor-make the plan to their needs. Okay, and please refer to the do's and don'ts in the page 35 on my side, since I'm setting the tone. 6P, 6P, MNOPPP. Okay, 6P. proper prior planning prevents poor performance. That's why, in fact, last week when we were talking about this subject, I was preparing, learning every other day. I'm looking at this post meeting, and also I will also suggest to you that besides our reference manual, our step-by-step guide, the GV Nation success formula. Okay, this book is also good. Okay, GoPro. Okay, GoPro. This book is also good. Okay, it's always good to have additional reading materials as well. So, home meeting, make sure sections like of the TV, pets or young children, keep them away. Thanks, Adrian. You got it right. Because when it comes to presenting in front of a group of people, preparation is key. That's why you must have fun. Tell stories, tell jokes. Yes, it's a business meeting, but ours is a people business. Okay, people, products people use. So you don't have to apologize for what you're offering. So you have to have the posture, the confidence. When you're sharing to people, I signed up in a home meeting. Second time, first time I was signed up in a coffee shop. Second time I signed up in 84 was in a home meeting. Chandrasekharan, the guy showed the plan. I saw his excitement, his enthusiasm, way he showed the plan. So people buy, because nobody understands the plan the first time. The circle, nobody understands. It takes some time to understand. That's why we always tell, give people time. Give people time. And of course, the circle's in my mind when I'm back. But it's the people buy the enthusiasm. People get sold. That's why I said, I'm not selling you anything. Money to buy, because people love buying. So when you're doing the presentation, it's always sales and marketing plan. Today we are doing online. You can do one-to-one, with your video call. You can do up to 8 people. 8 people you can do on a video call. You can communicate. That's what I was doing with my Batu Gajah Ipoh, a Kanas group in Ipoh. So what I'm trying to tell you is that in Amway, meetings, like I said, are the most important house meetings, because that's where you can develop your leadership. You learn how to do a demo. I don't know how to do a demo. I say a demo. That's why when I started off in Miri home meeting, I started off with home meeting in Anso's house. I had to do the introduction. I had to do the plan. I had to do the demo. I had to do the motivation. Same to Johor Bahru when I started this too. So learn the sales and marketing plan. Learn presentation skills. And the best way is practice, 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 practice. Nobody will come perfect immediately. There's no such thing as perfect anyway. We keep on improving. So my input to you is no meeting, no Amway. See you at the top, millionaires. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Loga. Thank you, Mr. Loga, for wonderful sharing. Next, we're going to move on to the Mr. Palani for his sharing on the successful house meeting.
It's Muru, right?
Founders Platinum, Mr. Palani. Oh, Muru. Okay. Oh, sorry. Moving on. We will call Mr. Muru.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Muru.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Are you all excited?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Our temperature, that reflects our business, our excitement. Okay, today our topic is having a successful home meeting. COVID lockdown is only it's a 1-2 years affair. But the last 50 plus years, 58 years, Amway business was built in the living room of people. Whether it is whichever, the living room of a couple or a person, that is where the foundation of the business, of building it. When people saw the hope, the possibility all right? And you know, that is where it was, and it will be, because the next 1-2 years, this COVID thing will move on, you know, and things will come back normal, right? So, and home meeting becomes very important in the business. The reason why, because as we have mentioned earlier, it's about developing relationship. When a person opens their home to you, that is fostering relationship. Like it's like breaking bread, then we do business. You know, the relationship becomes stronger and stronger. So it becomes very, very important. We can digitalize the business. We can do a lot of business. I mean, a lot of process or a lot of techniques. I mean, a lot of mechanics of doing the business digitally. By the day you meet one-to-one, and you know, and eventually go to their home, opening their home to look at the business, talk about the business, you know, that is where your real business starts. So this is very important, that our relationship, the trust should lead to that direction. Okay. Of course, some people some people get into the business because they want to see whether there's an opportunity to make some money, right? That is always there. But end of the day, is that development of that relationship start from that activity in the home. Okay. Then the second part would be once they get involved in the business, and you know, the home is an ideal place to start the leadership, the thought process change. You know, so rather than putting them in front of big group, big meeting, you know, they have a lot of fear, a lot of you know, they might have low self-image. All right, so all that can be developed through the home meeting. So it becomes you know, a very personal one-to-one. Okay. Another thing is also to build the business fast, build depth. This is a very effective way. I can tell you our experience, you know, all these years, right? Especially in the beginning, you know, we used to go, our applying Gladstone and Violet, and we used to go and, you know, early evening, you know, go to the person's house, and then we see that there's not many people there, literally walk and talk to the neighbors, you know, invite them to the house, you know, and then share the business opportunity. But we don't talk about the plan first. We talk casual, you know, then eventually we have a range of products that we want to share, and then they see this having a successful meeting. In this book, it says about 21 points that you need to look at. All right, this is very, very important. How do you prepare this meeting that you're having for the first time with this business partner? So follow the 21 guidelines that is given. Okay, but the bigger picture would be is actually getting the ABO to start, getting the ABO to, you know, develop the putting the first step out and say, okay, you know, let me learn about the business. So even about demonstrating the product, or even you know, if there's somebody interested to see the plan or the business presentation, all right. So that is all secondary, but the first step is to do that first step. Okay. After that is about repetition. Every week you schedule a meeting, all right, and then you share information, you give some guidelines based on the book, you know, how to invite people and so on, and then eventually they become more and more confident, right? And then you'll find that sooner or later the host will able to show the plan as well. So it's you're developing the leadership, but at the same time you're also giving opportunity for the business, you know, your MA partner, that the diversity of the product. Like before MCO, our downline, you know, we went to one home in Puchong. We brought the pressure cooker, we brought the skincare, you know, and we had a lunch created out of the pressure cooker, right? After eating, then they came out, do a facial, you know, all in that new distributor or new ABO's house, right? Getting them familiarized with the product. So to what extent they're going to build a business is yet to be seen, right? But at the same time, we are using the opportunity to get them familiarized with the range, the diversity of the product, the quality of the product, rather than just expecting them to buy, one or two and then see whether it's good enough. We bring the products to their home, and then we can also establish what we call the tow tray. Tow tray is like you put few products in a tray and give them to use for a couple of days. And from there, they start buying. So this is why it's very critical that to actually initiate this home meeting. Okay. And not only that, I remember one executive diamond told, I think most of the platinums were in the radius of 1 kilometer from his house. So that is smart working, isn't it? So like that, it's not necessary that you have to travel from one corner to one corner of the world to present the business. But if you can build the business within your vicinity, now they're giving a rule of say 10-kilometer radius. 10 kilometer is very far. But if you can actually develop so many of these friends or business partners within a small area, that would be very effective in terms of service. Like I make it a point every time we go for a walk, we'll make sure that at least 10 people will say hi, good evening, good morning, give a big smile. It's all about developing a friendship and relationship. But eventually these people are the people we are going to share the business to, the product line, eventually when they are, people who are very excited, very happy using the product, they build big organization. So the home meeting is a very important part of this business because it helps the person to start, it has the person a comfort zone, the person leadership can be built, and eventually the mechanics or the diversity of the product can be thought. All this can only happen in the home front. All right, and that will be the stepping stone of that person taking the business forward because to their friends and their neighbors, and it can just go on. This is what we did. In this, that you'll go to a housing estate, like for example, those days we go to like Stapa Garden. Every week we are in the same vicinity, but doing the business. This demo and the business preview in a different home, but in the same taman, the same garden. Because why? Because we are continuing, and the person is comfortable. They want to say, hey, I want to do it in my house. Okay, and then they will take it to their friend's house, and it keeps on going. All right. But the guiding principle, the 21 stated in the book, need to be followed. All right, to set the meeting in a proper tone. How to set the meeting. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Muru, for the wonderful sharing. So let's welcome Mr. Palani, Ruby Direct, Mr. Palani, for his sharing.
Thank you, Prakash. Thank you very much. Thank you to Founder President Loga and also Mr. Murgia. So if you want to know all the 21, the list is here. Maybe you can have a look. Those who have the book, you can look at the book. And so we started from Founder President Loga, and then Mr. Muru talked about how they started. We should know how the history, the transformation, the evolution of house meeting. Okay, now we are in CV era, COVID-19 era. So how we are going to do house meeting? So how we are going to, what is the, see, I grow up in the house meeting. Like what Mr. Muru said, yeah, my upline called me for center meeting. I said, no. Because we are not felt comfortable, going around because it is something new for us. We feel, no, not this time, not this time, maybe next week. So what we do is house meeting. My brother is a sponsor with his wife. We used to go to his house. He will invite us to his house just across the road. And myself, my wife, and both of them, husband and wife, 4 of us, only 4 of us, every Sunday, 7 p.m. That's how we say, every Sunday, 7 p.m., whatever they have learned, in their past week, in the center meeting, they will talk to us. They do a demo to us. This is, today we talk about home care products. So they will talk. And so it's the first, about 10 minutes is about, topic. What is the dream? Why MBA? What do you want? So we talk about that 5 minutes, and then you talk about demo 15 minutes. Then they show about marketing plan and marketing. Even though every time show about a marketing plan, and then they will close with some, topics. 45 minutes done. After that, agenda, the meeting is done. Then we'll sit. They will serve coffee, bihun, and then whatever char kway teow. We will have, and then a nice conversation after the meeting is just sweet. 45 minutes done, close, and then a casual chat, talk about things, then family, children. And that's how we started. We feel comfortable. We get to know more things about, talk about concept, philosophy. This is what happened. Then, the mind started to open, something there, Then we moved to another level. We went to center meeting. So it's very important, So the house meeting is very, even now, when we're talking about this, MCO lockdown, this is what we call digital era. Or we should call it creativity era. So how we are going to be creatively, transform whatever we have done physically, do it now with the technology. Simple as that. Just about do some thinking and then do some, adjustment, and you do it back. You don't try to skip anything, because this is what the business was done, and try to do it in using the digital. That's how we started the center meeting, all by Zoom. And then, so how we do, let me share how we are doing our house meeting. We are doing house meeting, okay? So this is a few pictures, what we do now, all via what we call Zoom. House meeting, not necessarily need to have the whole group. House meeting is specifically catered for a small group. Let's say you're going to work with this group. Okay, so every week, every day I have a different group house meeting. So we will talk to them. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is my meeting, and then Friday got English meeting, Saturday 3 o'clock. So we just have every week, every day got 4 different. We work close, very small group. So we will talk to them, and then so our way of doing now. Okay, after sign up, I already told my ABO. After everyone sign up in the business, within 3 days. You must arrange welcome to MBA introduction Zoom meeting. Before that, what we do, we used to go and visit them. Now, very easy. Even they can sit in Kedah, Pahang, Terengganu, Sabah, Sarawak. I told them, once you're done the sign up, please make arrangement to introduce your platinum to them. That should be done within 3 days. So they will make the arrangement. We will do one-to-one meeting with them. Then the upline sponsor will be there. The new AB will be there. Then they will introduce who's the platinum, who's the upline, who they are, and then we will have a casual talk, get to know about them, who's the family members. This is what we do. And they will become very comfortable with us. They know who we are, who Palani, who Magis, what is upline, what is downline, what is platinum, what is ruby. And then they will come, and then we get to know about them. Then we tell them what they want, what they've been doing. Then we will show a small demo, just a few products like LOC, BioC, and our deodorant. Basic product, just wow factor. Wow. We don't know, the LOC going to, you just need to use some drop. They will get all done by Zoom. Okay, then we will tell them how we work. How is our empowerment program? How is our mentoring program? See, now this is what first one-to-one introduction. After this, we plug you into your sponsor's house meeting. When is your sponsor's house meeting? Once a week, every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Or so we'll tell them, they will know, we will tell them. So you join that program. Every Wednesday, once a week, your sponsor's house meeting. So we will tell in advance. So keep yourself free. And when is our center meeting? We will tell them our English meeting is on Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. Who is our founding father? Is founders executive diamond, Gladstone, and Violet. Come and join our English meeting. We will tell them, and what we have, we do have once or twice a month, bi-monthly, bi-monthly rally. We have 4 months once. We have seminar. We will tell them in advance what we have for them. We show them, what they can look forward. The next time when we call them, they know. It is not something that hidden behind and then, hey, why you are calling us for so many meetings? No. So this is what we do, Today, this is the latest one, just finished about 4 p.m. We started at 4, finished at by, 5. 1 hour. So everybody comfortably sitting there. Just it is under group Sharumadi, mother, the team, and so this was done, for a leader, another leader, Hindumadi, and a team. It's a new person they're joining with the sister. Okay. And this is another group, Sister Chitra and a team, with the children, 3 children. Then they are ABO. This is another group. These are the new person came into the business. We want to plug in, into them. So with the upline sponsor, we have, everything what we're doing physically, we change to Zoom. So we can be done. Nothing is impossible. So this is what previously we had, a big group, all the upline came, Saturday, Sunday is full of house meeting, 4 p.m. and then 5 p.m. So it is, so, we work. This is another leader with their ABO. We be there. We make sure we be there and then talk to them what to do. Because sometimes people, they like to see, after what is platinum, So this is how we work. Even it is relevant today for us to done house meeting. It is very relevant, can be done very nicely. Last time, remember, everything, cent and dollar, you go to the place, you pay petrol, and then even you go there, they prepare bihun. That also cost. Now, no need to prepare. Don't need to prepare anything, no need to travel. Once you start 45 minutes, done deal, close, finish, you do other program. So it's becoming very convenient, I feel, I love doing it, because what? You sit, you have a Zoom, people have the Zoom, plug in. Make sure you have a good system. And then you must tell them, what you call, very simple. Because after that, when they start coming in to house meeting, then they will start to come in. Because house meeting, you must remember, what you do, you interact with them. Center meeting, you don't interact. We have now about 45 people. It's one way. You talk, they listen. But when come to house meeting, it's about interact 2 way. You chat with them. You have any question? They ask us. Do you have any challenges? After they will talk us how I'm sharing to people, but no one is responding to us. I don't know how to prospect. I don't know how. So we start to talk to them. We tell them. So many things you can do when you have one-to-one with them. That's the beauty. So center meeting is different because you don't have the 2 way. House meeting is best, you build the relationship. Like, on the Platinum Logana said, relationship. 90% of MBA business is about building relationship. You build that relationship, they will get to know you. It's become like this. When they become like this, yes, they will, follow, they will come and listen, they will introduce people because they know you are there, care about them. Why? In MBA, only meeting. When you go other business, I don't know whether we care about you. We are concerned about your growth. You was there, we come to you, you sign up into the business. We have that responsibility to guide you. So that's sincere, relationship. Say everyone is busy with children we have, but think about why we want to organize all this for you. Because we really care. This business was built in that principle. Our pioneers, our upline, this is what they taught us. Care about others. This is not help yourself by helping others. Simple as that. Okay, I'll pass it over to our MC. Even now, you still can do house meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ruby Direct, Mr. Palnian, for the wonderful sharing of the having a successful house meeting. All right, to other leaders also, thank you so much. And moving on, next we're going for our leadership. All right, Nana, we always have a fantastic leader with us all the night. And let's welcome our Founders Executive Diamond Direct, Mr. Gladstone Uncle, for the leadership.
Thank you, Prakash. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Congratulations for attending this session. This session is your session. We are all doing it for your success and also our success. It's a mutual benefit. It's not really your success. It's both of us. We work together so that we all can succeed together. Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So today I want to talk. I'm sure all of you want to become diamond, right? I hope I'm talking to diamonds.
Yes, Diamond. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Diamond.
Yes.
I only think only diamond. I cannot. If you aim for the moon, if you aim for the stars, you might hit the moon. But if you aim for the stars, moon, you'll hit a coconut tree. So I'm sure you all don't want to hit coconut tree, isn't it? You want to hit the stars. So that is what I'm talking about. You all have become diamond. So diamond, as I said last week, is actually coal under pressure. It's actually coal under pressure. The coal is 100 miles, 150 miles in the center of the earth. But because of pressure, it eventually comes out as liquid, and then it comes out as a solid rock, but inside is a diamond. They clean up the diamond, clean up the rock, and then the diamond is there. So likewise, now when you come to business, you're like a rock, but you're a diamond, but you're like a rock. So what is happening? Your sponsor and your upline will clean you up and cut you. They'll cut you, you go through the cutting process, and that is where your brilliance comes out. So am I right? Give me 555, you think it's right. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is we must realize, I went for a seminar a long time ago, and some of the people who are my participants followed me. And there we attended a seminar. That guy talked to us that we live in two worlds. He talked to us, we live in two worlds. There's no such thing as one world. We are living in two worlds. One is up, one is down. One is east, one is west. One is north, one is south. There's inside and outside. It cannot be it cannot be just one plane. It is two planes, isn't it? So likewise, your mind is like that. What is inside only can come out. So if you come into this business, you have been bombarded with the negative people around you. And when you come here, what we are trying to do is to get you out of that zone, that negative zone. And to go through that, we cannot do it overnight. And sometimes we have to be very hard on you, because why? You are living in a world where you think you can become somebody, hoping that you can become somebody, but just relaxing. You cannot get anything by relaxing. There is nothing you can get by relaxing. Success is outside your comfort zone. If you want to be comfortable, I suggest go and get the Dunlop pillow and sit down. That is the way you get comfort, not in this meeting. Here we are looking at people who want to succeed, who want to be somebody, because each one of you have greatness inside you. You got to fight for it to become successful. In life, there is no easy road. Living is also difficult, isn't it? So we have got to go through. So you got to remember that what you put inside your mind, that is what will come out. So you got to keep putting things in. Initially, it'll be bit by bit. Just a few days ago, I was passing through, where was this? Bukit Jalil. We went for our jab, for a jab, the stadium. I'm coming, and I told, and we took the route. So I told ADM, do you know this place? This is where I used to bring my brother-in-law after his work. I used to bring him here, send him back. He's from JB. He came. I send him here back to his house, and I'll go back. But that time, that place was a dump. It was a garbage dump. The Bukit Jalil Stadium is sitting on a garbage dump. Over the years, they threw sand and mud and all that and refilled it. And today it's a beautiful place. Likewise, we have got to keep on hitting at you to remove the garbage from your mind. And we cannot do it overnight. Every time we got to do it. You said we have the meetings. Why people say, why so many meetings? Because we got to remove the garbage. If we don't remove the garbage is still there. You can't just do it slice by slice. You got to take it out. When they're removing the garbage and they're putting in landfill, you think they're taking a spade and going and filling it up? Or they're taking a tractor and a bulldozer to do it? They're taking a bulldozer because you have been programmed for the 35 years or 40 years or 50 years negative conditioning. So you got to get out of that. We went for another seminar by another guy who said, when you have a tree, how do you judge the fruits of the tree? You take that fruit and you see the fruits are a reflection of what is under the ground. If the fruits are bad, that means the roots are bad. So if you go and pour water on the plant, on top of the plant, and thinking that is going to fertilize give water to this. No, you will pour water in the roots, in the ground, so that is the water which will go up to the plant. So if the good water is thrown in, nutrients are put in the roots, then only you get the fruits. If you don't have good nutrients going to the fruits, going to the ground, you won't have any good fruits. So you want to change it, you got to put nutrients of high quality in the ground, and then it will come out as beautiful, wonderful plants. If you don't believe me, ask Sarawa. She has got a big farm. Every time I see a photograph, she's putting this plant, that fruits, and this plant. Huge plantation she has got. You ask her whether she puts water or she put poison inside there. You got to change that inside, because we are outside meeting every negative people, especially in the COVID period. Everybody, I opened the site, they're telling me about COVID, how many cases today? Who's interested in so many cases? Can you and I change the cases or not? We cannot. So why go and look there? Take the newspaper and throw it in the dustbin. Go and read the positive books. Positive books, that is what you want. That is what is going to happen. So you change what is going inside by changing what you get inside it. They say in computer language, okay, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Good in, good out. So you put good in, the good will come out. If you don't read the books, what are you going to put outside? You have nothing to put outside, because you have nothing. So you got to start reading. A very important thing is you got to start reading. Reading is very essential to your success. Francis Bacon said, reading is the mind. What is it? Dennis Waitley said, reading is the mind, what exercise is the body. Reading is the mind. So you want to succeed, you want to build your brains, you better change your thinking. So change your thinking. We are having six-pack. So why don't we have six-pack brain? We are focusing on six-pack body, but why don't we focus on six-pack brain? So that you'll be somebody in this world. Now, when you believe, and a lot of people don't believe they are worthy of success. You ask people, I don't think I can become successful. I don't think this business is for me. I don't think I can be, you tell them to buy a Mercedes. No, Mercedes I cannot. I can only buy a Kanchil. See, they have already short-changed themselves. Why should you think like that? God has brought you in this world to achieve greatness. He never short-changed you. You have got to take the things what God has given you and make yourself somebody great. All the requirements for success is already inside your system. You just have to take it out, clean it up, and make it happen. Okay. The next, what is that? Okay. You must program your mind that you are great for success. And the guy said, you see, like you must think big. You must think big. Always start thinking big. That's why we must ask you to read the book Magic of Thinking Big. Now, most people inside here, I think, have read the latest book they read during COVID, The Magic of Thinking Small. So that is why they're getting all the disease. Okay, so you change that book, take that book and dump it and read the book of Magic of Thinking Big. Now, if you want to go big, you see Donald Trump, for example. He always thinks big. He wrote a book called Think Big. You know, if you read the book, very interesting book, Think Big. He always talks about thinking big. That is why even when in 1987 or 97, during the recession, during the money recession, he lost a lot of money. But in his mind, he will come back because he always thought he's a billionaire. He never thought himself as a 100 or 100,000. He only thought billionaire. So he brought himself after this thing crisis over. He came up bigger than ever, and he's more than ever. Why? Because he thinks like a billionaire. Now, how many of you are thinking like a diamond? How many of you are thinking like a diamond?
Yes.
If you think like a diamond, you must also act like a diamond. Behave like a diamond. Think like a diamond. But please don't spend money like a diamond yet. Later. Now you conserve your money and so that you can invest it and spend it. We could put so many things, but we put on other things, investment. We don't put on only on the business. You be very careful about how you spend your money. By the way, before I forget, recently, today we had a meeting with all, Amway had a meeting with the diamonds. The meeting with the diamonds, and there was saying that they are going to stop this Kutu system. The Kutu system is not available from August, and they're stopping all this Kutu, and they're going to take action against people who practice Kutu. So they're giving until end of August for those who are Kutu to go on, finish it by September. They won't be allowed. Okay, so you see, that is what we want. So you must try to go for that. Remove all those people you have Kutu is going to go off. So there's no more Kutu system, all pay cash. Lucky in our group, we don't have any Kutu system. We don't encourage Kutu system. From day one, I never encourage Kutu system. I always tell them buy cash. I see even Indians can buy because they can buy $5,000 jewelry. They can buy $1,000 sari. They can want all this. They cannot buy a pressure cooker for $160, $180, $200. It's crap. So don't practice that, okay? So you must have the mindset that you want to be a diamond. Coming back to this topic, you must have a mindset that you must be a diamond. So what is going in your mind is very important. So every day read at least 25 to 30 minutes a day. Make it a point to read 30 minutes a day. Don't read 5-10 minutes. That is nothing. 30 minutes a day. Okay. Man, what's the other one? So another one I wrote down is money is not a problem. The lack of money is not a problem. The lack of thinking is the problem. We don't think. Money is everywhere. You know, the Chinese have got a saying, they take a big net, you know, and they swing it, and money will flow inside. You know why? They capture the money. Our negative people got one big net also. Big net, all holes. That's why money goes out. It doesn't stay. So your thinking also must change. Change that. Read, and then always believe that you can succeed. Belief is very important. Not what other people believe in you. You must believe in yourself. Initially, when you come in, you don't believe you can do the business. But as you keep on doing the business slowly, step by step, you can start to believe. You know, if you come for the meetings, everybody is here helping you. So you see the successful people, you listen to the successful tapes. Now you can go down to the Amway e-learning and log in there, and you can get all the success stories of people who are successful. You can go to YouTube also and get a lot of information. How to become successful. Today we are living in the hands of Mr. Google. You can Google anything and you can get the answer. So we are not running out of ideas. We are not running. We can get information more easier than 10 years ago. So if you want to succeed, everything is at your disposal to succeed. Then once you have the belief that you can do it, you can have the belief. You can say, I'm going to succeed. I'm going to succeed. But you don't put action behind it. There is no reason, no way you can succeed. You know, you can build you can have plans for a house, but you don't bring the carpenter or the builder to develop the house. There's nothing. All dreams must be followed by action. Only with action you can do. You can call all these people you want to invite. You must invite them by action. See, like Palini showed, every time he's having meeting. That shows action is there. So likewise, you must put in action. If he can do it, you can do it. What is it that he has got that you don't have? Only a lack of belief in yourself, a lack of willingness to work. That is all. if you're willing to work, because anyone can become successful in Amway, because in Amway, they've got all the steps required, path required to succeed, because there's a lot of guidance. Your sponsor, your upline, even the company will guide you. So you cannot say you cannot succeed in Amway. You cannot succeed in Amway because you didn't do what was necessary. And then next one, you must commit yourself. Make it a point to read at least 30 minutes a day. It's not very long. You can sit and watch TV. People say that people sit and watch TV channels at least 4 to 5 hours a day. Especially in the COVID, they're reading 8 hours a day. Why? Because they think that's the only thing to do. But you and I are different. We are going to move and change our thinking. Am I right? Okay, another thing is, I received some people asking me why I said, last week I said, jackass of the boss. Okay, I want to clear that one because I got some information that people were upset, and I know a lot of people were upset. I heard this from a Crown Ambassador, Dexter Yeager. He said, don't be a jackass of the boss. That is why I've been using that many times, and some people are not happy about it, but that is a fact. You see, when I used to go to Johor, and I just heard this tape when I was going to Johor, and I know one of my distributors is working there, working with him there, he won't come for the meeting. We have meetings there, Mani Rajan's meeting we'll have, and he won't come. I'm very busy, he won't attend the meetings because I got to work. He'll go to work at 8 o'clock, he'll finish his work at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And that was what they were going through. And suddenly one day, what happened was, because the boss asked me to come to work and work overtime and all that. Now, one day what happened, in the company, they called all the staff to the canteen, and he said, we'll read the names of these people. I read the names, all of you go on this side, and the other names stand on this side. So when he came to finish everything, he said, okay, those in this side, go. Early morning they came to work. Take your bag and go home. And this guy was one of the guys who was terminated. Now you say, if he came for the meeting, he won't be the jackass of the boss. He'll be somebody, he could have been somebody. But because he listened to that fellow, because I'm not telling against people, but I'm telling for us to think. Think for ourselves. Don't think your job is secure. Look at what is happening today during this pandemic. How many people lost their jobs? And they're doing everything for the boss. The boss will do everything. But you're just a number. You're just a figure for him. He only makes out of you. But in Amway is different. Amway even cares for you. Because even the bonuses they give you here, so many people don't have income. But Amway, on the other hand, you're working hard. With this COVID, they do so many things to help you. Even they reduce your delivery to 100 ringgit because Amway wants you to succeed. And in Amway, you are your own boss. You're not a jackass of Amway, That is what I mean. So if you feel offended, it's time for you to realize that you must stand on your own feet. Don't depend on someone for your success. And how many people today itself, resigned, lost their jobs. The last 1 month, the last 2 months, how many businesses closed down? Ask yourself. I'm not against working for someone, but if the boss, you don't think the boss will look after you forever. The Amway opportunity will give you a future which you never believe. I've been in this business for 40 over years, and I faced 4 recessions. In spite of the 4 recessions, I have never experienced a single drop in my income. In the 4 recessions, there's only increment in my income. Now, will your boss do that for you? You tell me honestly. That is why I'm very upset that people think always the boss is the boss. The boss said this. That is why I'm upset. Not because if the boss looks after you well, then I have nothing to worry. But they don't. Amway will look after you. So with that, I want to say thank you for your time and wish you all the best.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Diamond. Sorry, Executive Diamond Direct. It's a Gladstone uncle for your speech. It was wonderful sharing tonight. For those out there, just take the words of from our Executive Diamond as wisdom word, and let's stride forward for our victory and for success in our business. So from there, we see you next week. Have a productivity week and have a safe at home. Be safe at home. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you. Good
wish
night.
you all the best.
Great MC Prakash.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those who want to leave can. We're just waiting for Ruby Palani to end the meeting. Meeting is already ended. We will see you all next week.